Expanded gambling. I'm surprised that somebody would ask me this question in Salem. Unbelievable. First of all, I'll just be as candid with you as I can be. I'm not a gambler, and I don't believe in gambling. Certainly not as a source of new revenues for the state. I also don't believe that we need to worry about the fact that some of our citizens travel to Foxwoods or somewhere else in Rhode Island to participate in gambling. Heck, a lot of our citizens go to Fenway Park and spend a lot of money on hot dogs, and expensive ones at that, expensive baseball tickets. They go to Foxborough to go watch the Patriots. They go to the Boston Garden to watch the Celtics and the Bruins. Who's complaining about that? And yet that's a flight of dollars out of New Hampshire, right? New Hampshire has to be exceptional in the quality of life we have for our people. And that's what's going to help to distinguish us from other states. Nobody's calling for the relocation of the Celtics or the Red Sox or the Bruins to New Hampshire so that our people keep their money here. Now, I also will admit this. As a practicing Catholic, I acknowledge that the eighth sacrament is bingo. So it isn't that I'm morally opposed to gambling. It's just that I don't really see it as a either authentic or a legitimate revenue stream to support expanded government, taking money out of the private sector. That's not the reason to do it. And I don't think it's a reason to keep money here. I, however, will leave you with this, and that is, though I'm not an advocate, and I don't presume to support it, I'll be open to some very specific, limited proposal if it involves one place in New Hampshire, and there's no opportunity for expansion. I'm going to leave it up to the designers of some legislation to present something, and I'll look at that.
So how is that any different than the current governor we have in office?
Current governor said, I don't know if it's any different. He said he's vetoed.
The same thing over and over again.
Well, maybe he did, but he's threatened to veto the bill that's before him now. And that one is 4 different casino sites, and I wouldn't support that legislation either. But if you present to me a limited gambling proposal dealing with, let's say, Rockingham Park, which seems to be the logical place, but it's contained and it's limited, it's got proper controls, I'll look at it and I'll consider what the pros and cons are of it, cost-benefit analysis, and we'll want to make sure the community supports it. But I do not want, under my watch, to set us in a position where we're now going to open up the floodgates for expanded gambling. And unless there's proper guarantees of that, I wouldn't support it. So you just need to know that that's my presumption.
Are you aware are you aware that in Salem in the last 15 to 20 years, we've had a non-binding referendum both times, twice, and 75% of the people in the Salem-Lincoln area were in favor of that, and that's one of the reasons I think John Stevens lost the support of Salem when he ran. Well, I'm not sure.
I don't know how John crafted his position, but let me just say, let me say that I still think whatever the proposal is that would be before us, we should still go back to the people and make sure they reaffirm their position. And it's because 10, 15 years ago, the folks in Salem said we support expanded gambling in some form, doesn't mean that people will feel that way today. So I think we need some integrity in the process.
Yes, it does.
But well, maybe, and you live here, so you're a better judge of that. But I'd like to come back to the people and say, this is the proposal that's before you. Let us know what you think about this. Is this something you support? And if there are proper controls and it's limited to this site, I certainly would want to consider all of that.